Good evening. I am Associate Provost Jill Bryant, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2020 Combined Undergraduate-Graduate Commencement Ceremony at Hamline University, held here in the St. Paul River Center. As we begin our time together today, I'd like to invite Chaplain Nancy Vangerroot to give the invocation.
It is so good to be here, isn't it? Let's see some heads. Yes. May I offer these words as our invocation? Gracious God, giver of life, hope of life, in you we live and move and have our being. Here we are today, gathered by the river, this beautiful river, sacred to the Dakota people whose homeland we acknowledge. Like this river, we have run our course to this time and this place. We have so much to celebrate. We have accomplished these degrees under conditions of struggle and perseverance. Yet with innovation and imagination, we have researched, learned, sung, danced, and created beauty. We have determined to keep showing up each day in the world to make a difference. For we are pipers. We do the good. And it is good, so very good to be here with our friends, our families, faculty, staff, leaders, and trustees. The moment has arrived. So as our names are called, may we feel their dignity and grace. May we bless and honor all of our ancestors as we hear the call to future generations. We don't stand alone. Take a look around. We belong to one another, and we are grateful, so very grateful. God, in all your names, we pray to receive the joy of this day. Amen. I think that was my cue. Please be seated. I'm sorry.
I'd like to take a moment to recognize our current members of the Board of Trustees. Trustees, will you please stand? Thank you for being here. There are also several groups of graduates I'd like to recognize. First are the students whose academic achievements have been exceptional. If you are graduating with Latin honors, departmental honors, participated in the university honors program, or were inducted into Phi Beta Kappa or another National Honor Society, would you please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Hamline has a long tradition of legacy families. In our ceremony today, those students wearing a burgundy and gray cord have a parent, grandparent, spouse, sibling, or children who also graduated from Hamline. Would these legacy graduates and their families please stand to be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. At Hamline, we are firmly committed to supporting those who are first in their family to complete college. If you are a first-generation student graduating today, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. We would like to recognize the graduates who are also veterans. Please stand and be recognized, not only for your achievement today, but for your service to our country. Thank you. Last but certainly not least, please stand if you are a graduate. You may be seated. Now I would like to ask Brenda Edmondson-Heim, Chair of our Board of Trustees, to bring greetings on their behalf.
Good evening. Look at you. I am pleased to be here in my official role as the chair of the Board of Trustees of Hamline University. Welcome to this commencement ceremony celebrating the class of 2020. You have come to this day after a lot of work, long hours of study, a job or two, and filling your time with other activities, maybe an athlete, maybe a musician, an artist, and public service. And I hope that with some time was left for a big helping of fun and camaraderie. Whatever it was that drew you to Hamline in the first place, this is your time to celebrate. It has not been easy during the pandemic. We recognize that, but you persevered, you adapted, and you made it through to this day with the support of your peers, your faculty, your friends, and family. Getting to graduation is a shared community journey. On behalf of the Board of Trustees at Hamline University, I congratulate you for being here today. I hope that you will take your skills and your Hamline experience out to make an impact in the world. Thank you for the part you will play in the future with Hamline's value of service, compassion, leadership, and scholarship as your guiding principles. We are grateful that you have given us time while you were here, and we are excited to celebrate your achievements. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Patty Klein-Kirsten, and I serve as the Dean of Students. The John Wesley Leadership and Service Awards are established by the Board of Trustees to recognize students whose leadership and service to others and to the Hamline University best exemplifies the spirit of the Methodist founder, John Wesley, and his words of do all the good that you can. These are the university's most prestigious awards, which is why we present them at commencement and have asked former recipients to wear their awards and medallions at this ceremony. The 2020 awards were given out last May, sent to our students because we couldn't come together. And tonight we want to recognize all of our students who are in attendance. Luck would have it, they all showed up at the same ceremony. So please stand as I call your name. Please turn to the crowd and be able to give a little wave so people can pick you out. Our first Wesley winner is Alexandra Pick. She graduated in May 2020 with a Bachelor of Business Administration with a concentration in management and received one of the undergraduate awards. Ricardo Martinez graduated with degrees in mathematics and physics, minors in global studies, and a personal training certificate. And he received the second undergraduate award. And our third recipient tonight, Jessica Yang, she is a 2018 alum and received her master's with a study of law, concentration in social justice, and she received the graduate award as she graduated in 2020. Again, one more time, please join me in congratulating our 2020 Wesley Award recipients.
Ray Doss, will you please come forward? Ray was selected to be the 2020 class speaker over a year ago. His career at Hamline includes serving with Hamline University Student Congress as a new student mentor and working with McVeigh Youth Partnership. He recently obtained his teaching license and is now working in the field. Please welcome Ray Doss.
Thank you. It was the summer before my senior year of high school that my grandfather passed away. Now, while his passing rattled me, I found out shortly after that he left behind a rather unconventional inheritance. He gave unto me his lifetime's collection of journals, a massive undertaking with no explanation given whatsoever. It was a very tumultuous time to take on this type of gift. I was finishing out the first chapter of my life and beginning work on the next entry, a small liberal arts school in Minnesota. Yet with all this change, I still committed myself to reading through my grandfather's writing. Something told me there must have been a reason for him passing along his journals, that he had a message worth imparting to others. It was the night my mom and I arrived at his house to collect them that I realized just how large of an undertaking this would be. My grandfather began writing his life story when he was my age and continued to do so until the day before his death. It took many boxes filled with his composition notebooks to fully pack everything up. That night, I decided to start reading. Sitting at his desk, one I remember running up to as a little kid, then a teenager, now a young adult, I read through his final entry. He had recorded his life's triumphs as well as his hardships, leaving behind an unbelievable body of experience. As I read his last chapter, I began to not only piece together the reason I had received this gift, but the lesson he wanted me to learn as well. We need to spend less time worried about the future and more time enjoying the present. For many, life after graduation can be very daunting. People focus so much on settling into a career that we turn away many rewarding opportunities. Each chapter of our lives is filled with tension about what the next will bring. However, the future is unpredictable. All we have is our present reality. We need to stop worrying about tomorrow and prioritize our happiness today. As a class, we did incredible things with our present reality. We realized how temporary our time at Hamline was and became involved early on. Many of us served in student leadership opportunities, completed research, and paved the way for incoming classes' success. We told our stories and found a community that accepted us for what they were. As a class, we knew the importance of what we had, and we worked to make it the best that it could be. Now, in all honesty, much of the speech I'm reading was written well over a year ago. Our world was a completely different place. And recently, when I sat down to revise my words, I just stared at the screen. What more could possibly be said about this last year that hasn't been said already? The truth is, we don't know what the future holds. If we've learned anything, it's how unpredictable tomorrow is. What we do know is we're here now, we've accomplished a lot, and that is worth celebrating. Now, as we close this chapter of our lives and begin to write the next, I encourage us to keep our focus on the present. Tomorrow is unpredictable, so we must make the most of today. Premeditated joy will not suffice. We have to accept happiness as it ebbs and flows. We cannot afford to spend young adulthood worried about finding our routine for the next 50 years. Enjoy every opportunity you come across, no matter how off track it may seem. Our liberal arts education has prepared us well for this. Hamline has allowed us to be unpredictable, pairing even the most traditional majors with topics in fine arts, diversity, science, or citizenship. Now, as we go forth into the world, we must retain a continued focus in well-rounded learning. That dance class you never thought you would take could someday take the shape of a new job, destination, or friend you never thought you would have. Our future cannot be predicted. All we can do is remain open to whatever happens. My grandfather's life did not work out the way he planned. Many times he was dealt a reality very different than the one he anticipated. This level of unpredictability is not unique to him. It will happen to us all. Yet we cannot categorize it as misfortune. Our lives will not turn out the way we think they will. We need to not only expect this, but look forward to it. It's what my grandfather learned over time, and I like to think it's what he wanted me to learn as well. Seated at his old desk, I finished reading his final journal entry. When it was written, he was in hospice and peacefully slipping away. As I read the last words and set down his composition notebook, I started to get up and I noticed something. Just to my left, there were 3 empty notebooks sitting there. Now, what came next was only natural. I picked one up, I opened it, and I started writing. And I've been journaling ever since, and I encourage you all to do the same. Cherish the memories we're making today. Write them down, save them forever, and pass them along to those who will soon walk in our footsteps. We all have a priority to tell our own story, even if we never truly know what the next chapter will be. Thank you.
I've known Ray since he was a first-year student. He became my unpredictable driver during commencement because we never knew where the golf cart was going to go. But we got from point A to point B, and I have to say, it is a joy to see how Ray has grown. It's a joy to see the man he has become. We're so very proud of him. This is one of 7 commencement ceremonies this weekend. These ceremonies are in honor of you, our graduates, for how hard you've worked, the challenges you've endured, and the fact that you've come out on the right side. So it's an honor and a pleasure to add my voice to all the congratulations you've received since May 2020. Now I'm going to ask all of our graduates to stand up and turn and face your families. I want each of you to let them know just how appreciative you are of them. Please say thank you to your families. You can be seated. Your families helped you get here today. Your families were with you every step of the way through your journey at Hamline University. Your faculty, the staff, once you got here, opened their arms wide and embraced you to make sure that you were ready to meet the challenges of today, and Ray, I'm going to say, and of tomorrow. Commencement to Hamline graduates means a lot. So many of you worked several jobs while a student. You're the first in your family to receive a college degree. Some of you were deployed while a student. Some of you were responsible for someone else, a child, a sibling, a parent, a grandparent. You sacrificed, but you did it. You sacrificed to be a student here at Hamline University because you knew, you appreciated what you needed to do to be here today. It was not easy. During your time as a student, the nation changed. The world changed. The fall of 2016 was the first time some of you voted. You took to heart what it means to be civically engaged. You showed the world who you are. Your voting participation led to Hamline University being designated as the top institution in the nation for the percentage of students who vote. You did it. As students, some of you had to endure policy changes impacting your family. The travel ban occurred. Some of you probably remember that. Some of you couldn't go home. Some of you didn't know when you would see your family members again. All of that happened during the first year for some of you. But again, you endured. You never gave up. You suffered to some extent in silence as you worried about what would happen to your family. COVID-19 hit. Lives were lost. Some you knew. The ability to connect with another human in person was no longer a safe option. You or a family member was furloughed or lost a job. Life was already hard. It got a little harder. Yet, in the midst of all this, you persevered. You wore the mask, you social distanced, you accepted that social interactions had to be different. You did not complain. You see, your goal was in sight, and no pandemic was going to stop you from getting your degree. No pandemic would stop you from taking the next leg of your journey. You never gave up. And now you're able to celebrate the fact that you stayed the course. You stayed strong. As I look out among you today, and I see the Hamline of today and the Hamline of tomorrow, a rainbow of people. I see the nation in your faces. I see what you could be if we embraced all, if we truly believe that all people are created equal, that all people are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We recite these words, and most of us believe them. But the murder of Mr. George Floyd called into question what we believe, what we thought we had accomplished with the first civil rights movement. Then I saw you, our Hamline students, stand with others in front of the governor's house, in front of Hamline's house, and pour out your heart for social justice, for a nation that will live up to the ideals, not for some, but for all. I saw you through the eyes of the late Congressman John Lewis as he remarked upon the many social justice protests occurring around the world. As he remarked about people coming together, and he said, this is a modern-day civil rights moment, because those who were protesting were part of the rainbow. Those who were protesting were you. Those who were protesting were you standing up for what you believe in. As he made these remarks, and he remarked upon the rainbow, what we all saw was a man lying on the ground with a knee to his neck, calling on his mother for help. Calling on his mother for help. You didn't let it stop there. You stood up. You are amazing. You are amazing for who you are. You're amazing for what you believe in. You're amazing for what you do. You are our hope for the future. You challenge those of us here at Hamline to take a look at what we do, to question our actions, policies, and practices. We did not always agree, but we heard you. We hired a vice president for inclusive excellence. You pushed us. We responded. We began a series of critical conversations around race, gender, sexuality, class, and religion. We tried, and we're still trying to transform our campus to be what we should be, what we need to be, what we must be. And we have to thank you for helping us by pushing us to move forward. We in higher education have been reluctant to speak about those issues that should matter to us all. But you, our students, have not been. We've been careful not to offend those whose views might be different from our own, to understand and appreciate different viewpoints, life perspectives. But you have pushed us to speak up, to stand up. We are proud of you. And I would keep saying over and over again, you give us hope. We hope we've done our job well. We hope we taught you more than just to be tolerant. But as you know, tolerance is a hallmark of an education. If you are an educated person, then you've learned to be tolerant. At least I hope so. If not, then we in higher education need to step back and think about what it is we're doing. But I hope you've learned tolerance. I hope you've learned respect. I hope you've come to appreciate that all voices matter. I hope. But in the midst of my hope, I hope your voice remains strong, not silenced. We hope we help you build a pathway to trust. We hope we encouraged you, gave you the tools, the means to speak truth to power. As I was writing these words, I was reminded of words spoken by the Russian novelist and activist Alexander Solzhenitsyn. In his 1970 Nobel Peace Prize speech, which he was not allowed to give, he said, and I quote, "One word of truth outweighs the world." One word of truth outweighs the world. Are we not institutions of higher learning? Is it not our job to help you find your truth so you can speak confidently with conviction? Is it not our job to educate you, to give you the tools to speak out and against injustice? Is it not our job to insert some uncomfortableness into the educational process, to encourage critical thinking, to encourage the need to question, to support liberty, liberty for all? Do we not tell you, our students, to find your voice? We do. Then we must find our own. Faculty, staff, we must find our own. We tell them all the time to find theirs. We must find our own. We must be willing to do as the late Senator John McCain did at Lakeville South High School in Minnesota during a town hall meeting. Some of you will remember this. When a woman in the audience said, and I quote, "I cannot trust Obama. I've read about him. He's an Arab." McCain stops her and says, "He's a decent family man, a citizen that I just happen to have disagreements with on fundamental issues." This is what the campaign is all about. That's what he says to her. Our campaign in Hamline, for the years you've been with us, has been to prepare you to speak truth, as McCain did. As Solzhenitsyn said, we must. It has been our mission to prepare you for the world of work and life in general, to help you appreciate what it means to be part of a civil society. Our campaign has been to equip you with the skills, the knowledge to make a difference. Our campaign has been to help you solidly solidify your identity, who you are, what you stand for, to help you turn possibilities into opportunities, to encourage the use of your voice, to live a just and moral life, to give you hope. You can change the world. We need you to change the world. But this will not happen unless you demand more of yourself. James Baldwin, when discussing Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, said this: "The hope of the world lies in what one demands, not of others, but of oneself. Demand more of yourself than anyone else could possibly demand of you. And when you demand more of yourself, be willing to follow through, as you did here at Hamline University. You demanded a lot of yourself. You gave a lot of yourself. And we're better because of it. The work you are prepared to do, are doing, we hope, has been greatly influenced by the people you came into contact with at Hamline University, the books you read, the assignments you were given, the research projects you did, the service you gave, whether as a McVeigh, through the Wesley Center, the Hedgeman Center, as a student leader with Husk, as a scholar athlete, as a member of Theta Chi, Delta Tau, the honors program, one of our other honor societies, a graduate student. We ask you to live the values of a Wesleyan tradition, to do all the good you can. To do all the good you can. Not just for yourself, but for all the people you can. We ask that of you when you walked in our doors. We ask that of you as you left our campus, although you never really leave. You're always a part of Hamline University. But as you do the work that you're doing, hold dear those words. Hold dear those words, because if we are to be a just society, if we are to be a fair society, if we are to be as equitable as we hope to be, then we will do all the good we can. I hope that you know by virtue of what you choose to do and the people with whom you interact, you have the power to bring about change through understanding and appreciating difference, by being open-minded and generating new knowledge. You have the ability to remind us of the power of love and the wonders of hope. As we become a nation that is more just, more equitable, more inclusive, we move closer to a world where liberty, respect, and equality have true meaning, and consequently, observable actions that impact policy and relationships. Among you are educators, poets, authors, scientists, criminal justice advocates, financial analysts, data analysts, nonprofit workers, musicians, humanists. I see graduate law and medical students. I see the hope for this nation. Use your knowledge to change the world. Use your knowledge to fight against injustice. Use your knowledge to fight for all. Find a way to include those voices as you find a way to make sure your voice is heard. This pandemic has not stopped you from speaking out. We are proud of you for standing up, showing up, being heard. You, Hamline Pipers, remember this. Maya Angelou said, "You may encounter defeat, but you must not be defeated." You are ready for whatever this world throws your way. And you know why? You are forever Hamline Pipers. I congratulate each and every last one of you. Congratulations.
Good evening. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science, Master of the Study of Law in the College of Liberal Arts, please rise? Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor and the candidates for the Master of Arts from the School of Education please rise? President Miller, the faculty has recommended these students for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science, and Doctor, Master of Arts, and Master in the Study of Law, and the recommendation has been approved. It is my pleasure to present them to you and ask that you confer upon them their degrees.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration from the School of Business please rise? Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Management and Public Service and the candidates for Master of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Science and Business Analytics, and Master of Public Administration please rise? President Miller, the faculty has recommended these students for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Doctor of Management and Public Service, Master of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Science and Business Analytics, and Master of Public Administration. And the recommendation has been approved. It is my pleasure to present them to you and ask that you confer upon them their degrees. First row of graduates, will you please come forward, and the rest of you may be seated.
With a PhD in Management and Public Service, Lori Dowling Hansen. With a doctorate in education, Melissa Elaine Erickson. With a doctorate in education, Jessica Ann Murphy. With a Bachelor of Business Administration, Fujia Ahmed. With a Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Sophie Lou Anderson. With a Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Cameron Marley Anderson. Bachelor of Arts, Riley K. Bakken. Bachelor of Arts, Gretchen Kativa Berg. Bachelor of Arts, Brianna Leah Burninghouse. Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, Aaron Zachary Berge. Bachelor of Business Administration, Antonio Luis Cano. Bachelor of Arts, Mackenzie Adams Fiedler. Bachelor of Arts, Stephanie Lynn Fox. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Kathleen Lynn Butler. Master of Nonprofit Management, Ashley Bredesen. Master of Arts in Teaching, Janaea Demoya Brown. Master of Business Administration, Tess Farah Bunker. Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, Samantha Catherine Koffler. Master of Business Administration, Erin Rebecca Bartos. Bachelor of Arts, Ray Jackson Doss. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Salem Cahow. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Ana Alvarado Galarza. Bachelor of Arts, Genesis Leah Carrasco. Bachelor of Arts, Amanda Chen. Bachelor of Business Administration, Melissa Vijoya Clark. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Alexa Ann Clausen. Master of Nonprofit Management, Rose Christensen. Master of Nonprofit Management, Chloe Chaplesky. Bachelor of Business Administration, University Honors, magna cum laude, Amanda Pearl Danielson. Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude, Brandon Michael Decker. Bachelor of Science, cum laude, Sharina Derma. Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, Abigail Louise Kartheiser. Bachelor of Arts, Thaisa Georgie Duperval. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Cassia Leiden Egan Lawless. Bachelor of Arts, John William Evans.
Bachelor of Fine Arts, cum laude, Madeline Elizabeth Formica. Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude, Christopher John Gert. Master of Arts in Teaching, Gretchen Elise Grunsky. Master of Public Administration, Stephen G. Gurney. Bachelor of Business Administration, magna cum laude, Chloe Rebecca Halverson. Bachelor of Arts, Madeline Haney. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Bernadette Mary Hansen. Bachelor of Arts, Rebecca Kathleen Hausman. Master of Public Administration, James Michael Hoth. Bachelor of Arts, Karen Marlene Hernandez. Bachelor of Arts, Ashley Ann Hufker. Master of Business Administration, Dr. Stephen Douglas Jackson. Master of Public Administration, Nu Jama. Master of Public Administration, Reuben John Gama. Bachelor of Fine Arts, magna cum laude, Skylar Murphy Kane. Master of Business Administration, Erico Lampert. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Catherine Jean Langer. Master of Nonprofit Management, Mi Tui Le. Bachelor of Arts, Jessica Lee. Bachelor of Arts, Tyler Reed Leininger.
Master of Arts in Education, Jessica Leanne Linden. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Damaris Nicole Lopez Carrasco. Bachelor of Arts, Helen Austin McClay. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Alyssa Kate Maleka. Bachelor of Arts, Kayla Jo Malmgren. Master of Public Administration, Justin Markin. Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts, double degree, Ricardo Antonio Martinez. Master of Public Administration, Lee McClary. Bachelor of Arts, Anissa Marie Mensch. Master of Arts in Teaching, Kelly Boyce Miller. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Maria Isabel Moran Flores. Bachelor of Arts, Special Monique Yvonne Murdoch. Master of Public Administration, Suzanne Murphy. Master of Arts in Education, Kirsten Marie Nelson. Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude, Nicholas P. Nelson. Bachelor of Arts, Kathy Kim No. Bachelor of Arts, Elizabeth H. Parlin. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Laura Elizabeth Petschauer. Bachelor of Arts, Erica Vanessa Perez. Master of Public Administration, Marie Flipson. Bachelor of Business Administration, Alexandra Ann Pick. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Monique Angel Plaster. Bachelor of Business Administration, Hugo de Jesus Plasencia Ramirez. Bachelor of Science, Zachary Judson Reed.
Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Elena Marie Race. Bachelor of Arts, Jennifer Lynn Rosario. Bachelor of Arts, Robin Leslie Shawls III. Bachelor of Science, Asha Ahmed Nu. Bachelor of Arts, Kennedy Emma Lee Simpson. Master of Nonprofit Management, Prima Francesca Cicini. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Sophie Marie Oft Skilbred. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Shania Amber Smith. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Savannah Bree Spirov. Bachelor of Business Administration, summa cum laude, Lindsay Lee Steiger. Bachelor of Arts, Jacqueline Marie Stein. Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, double degree, cum laude, Montgomery Allen Stenroos. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Liam Douglas Davis Temple. Liam's diploma is presented by Trustee Doran Clark. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Elena Lorraine Tufel. Bachelor of Business Administration, Stephanie Lynn Turbot. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Andrea Valeria Valdez Correa. Bachelor of Business Administration, Kenrick Kupes Vang. Bachelor of Arts, Padi Vu. Master of Public Administration, Laura E. Wade. Bachelor of Arts, Sophia Ray Walker. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Sadie May Hope Wasberg. Bachelor of Arts, Rachel Nicole Wheelberg. Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Bryce M. White. Bachelor of Arts, Moesha Monique Whitehall. Master of Nonprofit Management, Marissa Lee Woodruff. Master in the Study of Law, Gaoying Jessica Yang. Bachelor of Arts, Mariana Cervantes. Bachelor of Arts, Janalee Guadalupe Flores. Bachelor of Arts, Jasleen Guadalupe Flores. Bachelor of Arts, Morelia Sanchez Sanchez.
Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, Mary Elizabeth Anthony. Bachelor of Fine Arts, summa cum laude, Rebecca Diane Rissel. Bachelor of Fine Arts, summa cum laude, Gabriel Joseph Mianuli. Bachelor of Arts, Tamira Abdi Osman. Master of Business Administration, Amelia Solon. Master of Arts in Teaching, Mingyang Yang.
We'll wait for them to get their pictures. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Business Administration from the College of Liberal Arts and the School of Business please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the trustees of the Hamline University of Minnesota, and with the authority vested in me as president by the trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, with all the rights, duties, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Graduates, congratulations. You may now move your tassel to the left. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the degree of Master in the Study of Law in the College of Liberal Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor and the candidates for the Master of Arts from the School of Education please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the trustees of the Hamline University of Minnesota, and with this authority vested in me as president by the trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor, Master of Arts, and Master in the Study of Law with all the rights, duties, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Management and Public Service, Masters of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Science and Business Analytics, and Master of Public Administration from the School of Business please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the trustees of the Hamline University of Minnesota, and with the authority vested in me as president by the trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Management and Public Service, Master of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Science and Business Analytics, and Master of Public Administration degree, with all the rights, duties, and privileges thereunto appertaining. We are so very proud of you. And as I said earlier, I ask all of you to remember the words of John Wesley. John Wesley's words are what we live by, what we value here at Hamline University. Do all the good you can. That is what we ask of every last one of you. Will the audience please stand and remove your hats for the benediction? To our guests, please stay in your places until the recessional is completed and the ushers signal you to exit, row by row. Chaplain Nancy, Victor, and Vangrid.
So now that we have been here, heard our name called, walked forward and across the stage, received the right of our accomplishments, we now go forth adorned with our new identities: graduate, degree bearer, alum. Yet you are still a piper. Pipers belong together, so we go forward together with courage and humility, confidence and curiosity. Even though there is unpredictability and change, we will hold on to our cherished ideals, our hopes, and words of truth. We will hear the call to do and be the good for all people. Though the destination is not clear, we can trust the promise of this opening. May we unfurl ourselves into the grace of beginning that is at one with our life's happiness. We will take care of ourselves and others and keep our spirits awake to adventure. Soon we will home in new rhythms, for our hearts sense the world that awaits us. May God bless you and keep you. May God's holy face shine upon you and be gracious unto you this day and forevermore. Go in peace. Amen.